We are now joined by our keynote speaker, His Excellency Dr. Talal Abu-Ghazaleh, founder and chairman of Talal Abu-Ghazaleh Global. He is with us via Zoom, live from Jordan. His global organization, TAG Global, is truly a global family of companies that provide world-class professional and educational services, working through more than 100 offices worldwide. It is to this holding company that one of our partner institutions, Talal Abu-Ghazaleh University College for Innovation, belongs, and he is going to give a talk today in relation to challenges facing supply chain and the significance of capacity building collaborations between academia and the private sector. Dr. Abu-Ghazaleh, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I am especially privileged to be this morning with all this a group of experts from all over the world, and I want to salute the Honorable AUB President Fadl Khouri. By the way, I am speaking as also as a graduate of AUB in 1960, and I'm very proud to be so. I want to thank Dr. and Dean Ammar Olabi, our host today, for inviting me. Experts, professors, I am honored to be with you. And I want to salute particularly our colleagues from the European Union and Erasmus project who are here on this occasion of to be launched project on supply chain. And I want to mention that in the year 2012, in my capacity on the board of experts of the World Trade Organization, WTO, we tackled this subject and we discussed it at length as a group of experts of the World Trade Organization, and we had our perceptions and our comments of full support. But today we are in 2022 and not in 2012. In 2022, a new facts have emerged, particularly the sanctions system. In 2012, we were greatly enjoying the great blessing of a uniform sanctions system, which is implemented only by the WTO. Incidentally, the WTO has its own court, like any government court, with lawyers and judges, and any complaint by any government on trade has to go to that court, and the verdict or sanction will be issued by the WTO and not by the individual country. Today, we are in the reverse situation. And therefore, I want to humbly claim that we need to revisit this program on the basis of the facts today. The facts today tell me that what is a priority is to have a system which can provide national security for the community, particularly in food supply, as we are talking today, but also in medical and in technology education. Therefore, I believe that the course should be redesigned to address this choice between global supply chain, which is very seriously disrupted by unilateral sanctions from the individual countries, and versus the national needs dictates. I personally feel that it will take many, many years, and we don't have the time, unfortunately, to present my perspective on this because of the limited time assigned to me. But what I need to say is, for many years to come, we are going to still live in this world of unilateral sanctions, which make it impossible for supply chain process to progress as we anticipated it when we were on the WTO board in 2012. Therefore, I call on my colleagues, particularly at the European Union and at Erasmus and the various partners, and I'm very happy and lucky to claim that we are one of the partners in this project selected by the European Union. And we feel that this challenge about which our President Fadlo spoke is to be considered, and for governments and for the policy makers to decide which way they need to go in this process of this management for the purpose or for the better purpose of the individual countries. I cannot anymore believe that we will be able to see a smooth supply chain process under the unilateral sanctions, which are unlikely to stop until we develop into a new world order, which will take many years and many fights, and which will take also time to draft new multilateral agreements, trade agreements. At the moment, I cannot see the supply chain process moving. I need to see how we can live under this dream of supply chain together with the reality of food security, for example. If under the circumstances, unilateral sanctions can stop the supply of food to any particular country, any food item. Therefore, I think it would be wise to make this course to address this challenge of choice between supply chain, global supply chain, and national security needs. I believe it is very important that we do not just study and teach something which is not which we are not being able to implement. We at Talal Abu-Ghazaleh College of Innovation, we are very innovative. For example, I would like to mention just one point. At Tag College for Innovation, we don't have exams on how much you studied and have learned. The graduation criteria is an invention. If you don't come up with an invention, you don't graduate. This is how far we believe that we should be ahead in our process of developing our future generation. Therefore, I want to repeat, please bear with me and be tolerant enough to reconsider the course with the view of debating how we can proceed with this global supply chain management process under the current system of unilateral sanctions that was started by the US, but is now being implemented worldwide by counter sanctions and is disrupting the flow of goods and services throughout the world. I humbly claim that it will take us something like 8 to 10 years to be able to live again in a new world order, where we can claim that we have the ability to enjoy the wonderful profits and the wonderful awards and the wonderful life of smooth supply chain management. Thank you very much.